Looney, I don't know how much you've seen of Phoenix yet this year, but give us your idea of what you've seen of them and what you expect tomorrow.
They're a well-coached team. Great leadership and Chris Paul on the court. Coming off that finals run, they've been playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of force. A 16-game winning streak, so I watched them a few times and seen that's difficult to play defense against. They're going to run a lot of screens. They got a lot of great shooters, a lot of playmakers, so it's going to be a good test for us.
You'll get Ayton and JaVale quite a bit, I'm sure. What do you think about those guys?
They're tough down low. They both crash off the glass. They're great finishing around the rim. When you got to hold Chris Paul and Devin Booker, Kevin Payne and pick and roll, it makes holding them that much harder. But we're going to game plan for it, and it's a good challenge for me. I'm playing against that much size, and I'm excited for it.
You had the 17-rebound game against Minnesota, and you've been on a run of stacking up rebounds since then. Does that get like a hot streak in shooting at all, or is it just kind of happenstance?
In the game, it kind of gets like a hot streak. The ball seems to start finding you. Usually when I start getting a lot of rebounds in the first quarter, I usually get a lot throughout the game. So it's something that I focus on, creating extra possessions for our team, something that's big for me. But this year we've been a great rebounding team. That's something that I take pride in, and something that all our guys can take pride in.
Steve and all your teammates say, you're just underrated over and over again. Do you feel like you're underrated?
I don't know. I don't really think about it. My teammates give me a lot of credit. My coach give me a lot of credit. So as long as they give me a chance and give me time to play, that's all I care about.
Games against Phoenix and the Clippers too. Are those games where you feel like your skills really shine?
Definitely. I take pride in being a versatile defender, being able to hold the post, and being able to switch on to guards. And when we play teams like that, I have to switch a lot, and I'll try to keep my reputation as being a good perimeter defender. And it's tough when you got to go guards like Booker, Paul George, and Chris Paul, but you try to do your best. And I think Draymond behind me, Wiggs behind me, so I get a lot of confidence from that.
Hey, Kevon, you guys and the Suns have a fair amount of continuity on both sides. I was wondering, how do you kind of rank the importance of continuity versus everything else that is, helpful for distinguishing yourself?
I would say continuity probably is number two. Of course, you got to have the talent, probably the most important, but having chemistry take you a long way. Building that trust on the offensive, defensive end. When everybody's on the string and everybody knows where to be at, it's easier to play, it's easier to communicate. That's what makes Phoenix so good. They had that continuity from last year, and it's something that we both have. So it came together pretty quick. That was kind of surprising. But during the summertime, when guys were working out together and getting a lot of work in, and it's been carrying over to the season.
It's early, but given 20 games in, do you guys see the Suns as the team that you have to go through in the West?
For sure. They won the Western Conference Finals last year, so this team, they got the target on their back. We didn't make the playoffs last year, so we've been hunting everybody. We wanted to go out there and prove a point and go out there with that chip on our shoulder.
Do you feel like you guys have a target on your back at this point?
Probably so. I think as long as you got Steph Curry and Draymond on your team, you probably gonna have a target on your back. Them guys have been biggest stars in the league over the last few years. Been part of a dynasty, so we got them guys coming to the arena. Everybody's hyped for it. The crowd is there, so we got a target on our back. But we focus by everybody else.
Can you explain what makes their high screen and roll game difficult to defend? Obviously, the lob threats over the top, spread shooters, all that.
Chris Paul is probably one of the best pick and roll players ever. So him have the head of the snake and have the Ayton and JaVale rolling to the rim, putting so much pressure on the basket, and having guys like Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, and guys that can shoot the lights out the ball and who can drive to the paint. And it caused a lot of problems. We played them last year quite a few times, and they gave us problems. So we've been great planning for it, and it's a good test for our defense and see where we at.
That's the key for you going into this matchup. What do you need to do?
We switch a lot in the past with Chris Paul, so just being able to keep him in front, being able to staying out of foul trouble, and he's really crafty. And then keeping DeAndre Ayton off the glass. He's a force down there, JaVale is too. So that's a big part of what I need to do, go out there and set the tone for physicality and rebound.
What's it like getting coached by Coach JaVale?
It's been great. He's been working a lot with me on being aggressive around the paint, working on my touch, working on my finishes. That's something I struggled with a lot last year, and this year I feel like I'm making progress. still got a ways to go, but feel a lot more confident around there. He's been on me, watching film with me, the real honest with me, what I need to do better. So I feel like I'm getting better, and I like it.
It's probably an obvious question, but people talk about communication on the back line, the anchors of the defense. What do you think you and Draymond do so well in those roles?
Just being able to communicate with our guards, and me and him being on the string. You know, when you got a guy like Draymond who likes to roam a lot and who's able to make some incredible plays off instinct, you got to be we both got to be on the string. I know where he's going to be at. You know where I'm going to be at. You know, we both switch a lot on guards, so we know if we pressure up, one of us is going to come help at the rim. So he's I learned a lot from Draymond being on the backside, and he coaches us all throughout the game. Having Steph's been even more vocal this year too on the backside because we be out in a lot of actions as well. So, just communication is key on defense. That's probably the most important thing on that side of the ball, and I think that's something that we've been excelling in. Yeah.
It must be a pretty good thing to have a 6'11" video coordinator.
Right. Yeah. It's been great having him around. Somebody I can play one-on-one with. Somebody who can show me some things on defense and on offense. When I'm working with him and Decky. Having that size and guys that have really been in the paint and have experience down there gives you a boost of confidence, and being able to practice with somebody 6'11", you don't get to do that all the time. In years past, I had to practice against guards, and practicing against length just gives you more game-like.
What's one example of something that Kevon told you?
We working on like a lot of post-defense type stuff. He's great, like pulling a chair, crafty things like that. He didn't even tell me, but I'm playing one-on-one against him, and he kept doing it to me, and I keep falling for it. I'm gonna use that in the game, and stuff small things like that.
Thanks, Kevon. Appreciate it.